And more source-based information coming in with regards to the ongoing investigation by the Enforcement Directorate. A second arrest, but the sources in the Enforcement Directorate also revealing how the TMC MLA didn't cooperate with the Enforcement Directorate. Furthermore, bringing in Shivya into the conversation, really talking about the WhatsApp chats also that are being spoken of by the Enforcement Directorate. Bhavtosh, if you can come in and tell us more about these WhatsApp chats that the Enforcement Directorate is taking note of, certain coded names that have been found in Manik Bhattacharya's chat. There is a reference to RK and DD as per sources. So an anomaly found in Manik's chat. What more can you tell us about the same?
Well, in fact, adding to what Tamal has said, the entire probe started with the Central Bureau of Investigation filing a bunch of FIRs. In fact, they filed the FIRs on basis of the Calcutta High Court order, which in fact said that TMC leaders as well as the government had connived with some middlemen and then made sure that undeserving candidates get the teacher's job. And then subsequently, the Enforcement Directorate carried out its own money laundering investigation. They recorded the statement of the victims who could not get the job, and then subsequently even of the undeserving candidates who paid the money. It was virtually the raids and searches that were carried out in July at the residence of Partha Chatterjee and also at Arpita Mukherjee that opened the Pandora box, led to huge recovery of cash and jewelry. But it was the WhatsApp messages in the mobile phone of Partha Chatterjee that showed how Manik Bhattacharya was linked to this. Remember, Manik Bhattacharya has earlier been questioned by the Enforcement Directorate and CBI. His arrest has been, or at least his role has been mentioned in the first charge sheet, whereas Tamal was saying that there are several references to this, particularly about the fact that he was in fact taking money during the period 2014 till 2020, and this was brought to the notice of Partha Chatterjee, but Partha Chatterjee did not do much. Now, there are also references to certain quoted numbers as well as alphabets, and that would be probed by the Enforcement Directorate. On those grounds, his custody will be taken. The very fact that he was evasive in his replies, that he did not cooperate with the investigators, and the reference to his messages has been there in the charge sheet.
You know, well, serious charges have been made by the central agency with regards to Partha Chatterjee's arrest as well, and this is big one. Once again, with regards to how A, he did not cooperate, B, more coming to light with regards to these chats. Let me quickly bring in Shivya into the conversation to tell us more about what the Enforcement Directorate sources have been hinting at as to why this TMC Neta has now been arrested.
Well, as far as the chats are concerned, as per sources, we are learning that two coded names have perhaps appeared in these chats, which is RK and DD. Now, of course, the investigating agency is trying to ascertain the identities of these two names, upon which so far Manik Bhattacharya has remained tight-lipped. However, let's also have a look at this document. Well, this is the ED charge sheet which was filed against Partha and Arpita, which also talks about chat and also mentions Manik Bhattacharya's name. And let me just go through some of the excerpts. Upon being asked why Partha Chatterjee re-forwarded the message, Dada Manik Bhattacharya is taking money, Jata Bhabe, which translates to Dada Manik Bhattacharya is taking money in every possible way. He has taken 500 rupees per student from every private bed college during COVID when college were closed. Students could not pay, so many colleges paid themselves. Again, he has asked for 500 per student. He harasses colleges and threatens, so they pay up. In Nadia, primary TET interview is complete, but he is telling chairman to give blank signed document master sheet without putting interview marks. So this is one of the excerpts of the chats which has been mentioned in the charge sheet which was filed by ED, pardon me, against Partha and Arpita, which clearly brings into light that, of course, Manik Bhattacharya's role is now under ED scanner, wherein the investigating agency is trying to ascertain his role in this particular scam.
Not to forget, Shivya, how he was first summoned by the Enforcement Directorate immediately after Partha Chatterjee's arrest in the very same case. In